This one's from my man Juda. Okay, so too many funny things. One, it's 1:58, and we all know nothing good happens after 2 a.m. But it's 2 minutes to last call, 2 minutes to closing time. So I knew to do it. I just ate some food, so I know I can't go to sleep right away. Gotta let that shit digest. And I just did a bunch of readings, so I'm already down here. I'm already set up. I debated on whether or not I would do this tonight, but I was like, man, fuck it. Might as well. Alright, so cheers! 1:59. We made it just in time. You know? Just like the old days. Plus I have to stay up and upload these videos for my channel anyway, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just keep going. I actually had another one to do, and they kind of asked me for it like a couple days ago. And I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then we talked about it today, and I'm still prioritizing your readings. I had to do paid, channel, personal. Anyway, I want to rip this again, be honest. Hope you're rolling up right now. Giving you a little time to fucking roll up if you're not already. Okay, smash that shit. So this is my setup. Don't know if you've watched my channel at all. Gotten pretty fucking good at tarot, but you'll argue that I was always good at tarot. So, I've only gotten better, I suppose. Love it, love it. Anyways, okay, it's ready. I need to hit it again. Drink a little water. Hope you got some water by you. I'm getting this heavy feeling in my arms because it's been so long since I've done a reading for you. I mean, I feel like that's what, like that was the first thing I thought of. Was like, about to get real once again. Taurus to Taurus, amen. So, you wanted a love reading. We're going to do a love reading. I am in the middle of posting some elemental updates on my channel. If you are looking to get some insight on other things going on in life outside of the relationship, outside of the love reading, which might be a good idea also to do that. But yeah, so usually I use 3 different decks, but you didn't want that. You didn't want a general reading. You wanted I'm gonna do both of these. You wanted a love reading, so this is how we're doing it. Past, present, future. I'm gonna shuffle more, see if any cards come out. I don't remember if I used to do that back in the day. I feel like I've always done that. Man, I just ate a bunch of leftover Mediterranean and some homemade meatballs, and I almost feel a little nauseous. But I wonder if, like, you're feeling a little sick to your stomach, trying to see what's coming here. You know what I mean? Like, you might be a little nervous. I am too. We'll just have to see what's going on, you know? I think I might shuffle, see what comes out, and then I might pull cards. Oh, I have the craziest feeling in my stomach. I swear I was feeling fine all fucking day. This happens, though. That's like when I did my air sign video, it was like my throat randomly started hurting. And I was like, you need to speak up. You need to speak your mind. Right now, I know I just ate. Just hit the bowl. Just drank some water. But I have this feeling. It's almost like butterflies in my stomach. And I feel like that might be part of the hang-up for you, is you still do get butterflies kind of thing. This romantic energy. And you're very nervous. You're like, oh, dude, because I know you listen to me. I know you listen to the cards. I know you. But, you know. Wow. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's really going on and what really happened. You know? I don't know. It's confusing. I made 3 separate piles, but now I'm just doing it in the middle. But at the same time, these 2 just flew to the side. Did you catch that? So I'm kind of wondering if, like, it's just, yeah, this makes perfect sense. Hold on, I'm actually just going to pause it and, like, rest for a sec. I feel like you are going to hear things you're not going to want to hear. I got very, like, not tired, but, like, very heavy, very sick feeling. It just came out of nowhere, like, as these cards were coming out. And I just feel like it's just not what you were expecting, not what you want to hear. I don't know. I haven't really looked at any cards. I'm just getting the feeling. And so I took a second to rest, and I just got the message. No matter what, Juda is going to be okay. And so I kind of feel like it was a message from your grandma. And when I do the Halloween oracle, I channel messages that you wanted a love reading. So I think she was just putting in her 2 cents. Juda will be okay no matter what. So a reminder from Grandma. Is there a Grandma Jew? Grandma Jew? Were you named? I think you were named after your grandma or your great grandma. It's that one. It's the Jules, the Julie, whatever that was, if that's a thing. The one that lived at the Levan house is what she's saying. I feel like this weird, like, did she used to do this? I'm getting this weird tipping feeling in my head. Or you might even have 2 grandmas trying to come through. It's very strange. We love you. We care about you. We want to see what's best for you. You might see a little bit of our opinion in the reading. And nobody asked for our opinion. But you know you need my advice. Cheese and rice? I'm hearing cheese and rice. A mess to be made. Okay, I'm hearing a song by The Format, and I have a feeling your grandma was not listening to The Format. I don't know if you just acquire, like, an intense knowledge of music and art when you get to the other side, but there is a song by The Format, and I don't know what it's called, but the lyrics are, then there's you, you're a mess to be made, a mess to be made, the dreams start to fade away. That is like, I was like, no, I'm not hearing that right. We're not talking about The Format. And it was like, no, yes, that song. We'll try to figure that out. I feel very comfortable with my eyes closed. I feel like maybe that's why I immediately got sick and my hands were down. I know we're doing a love reading. I don't even need the cards to shuffle because they're coming in so clearly. Your grandpa also is showing himself, but he knows that he was a very stern man and that you weren't really attached to him. Maybe you didn't know him at all. He never brings himself to laugh, but it humors him how much of him he sees in you. Maybe he was a Taurus, possibly an earth sign. This guy wore a hat. He has the same, like, he's showing me this old man vision in a hat, white hair, grumpy, but then he's like showing your face, and he's basically saying, like, he's the one that you look the most like or act the most like. He's like saying you are the same person. He just thinks it's funny that you are so stern. But he always enjoyed a tight ship himself. He says, but this broad, Grandpa. Said, alright, I'm done. I just like to heckle. Okay. I feel like there's way too many people who want to talk to you. I think they're all offended that you cared more about this relationship than you cared about them. Well, maybe you didn't realize that I channel messages and talk to dead people. You may have not known that. They may have been waiting for this for a long time, where I've been reading cards in the houses that they've lived in and such things. Yeah, they've been waiting for a long time to be able to talk to you. Grandma Juju getting whichever that was that you were really close to, she's saying she misses you because she always did feel your connection to spirit, and it was very real for you. And over the years, she just says it's not the same. She's like, I wish you would talk to me, kind of thing. And she thinks maybe the family got in the way of your spiritual beliefs. I'm getting the sense that she used to be religious, but she has put those walls down since then, where it's not really about a religion. It's just spirituality. She's learned a lot, and things that she thought were true aren't necessarily true anymore. She said it's been a while since I've talked to anyone, she says. She's like lonely without you. Ugh, sounds a little desperate, Grandma. Sounds kind of sad. But, I mean, I do always remember you having an homage to her and saying you felt her and welcoming her presence and admiring her life. You used to talk about her all the time. And having a family of your own may have gotten you a little disconnected from your family. Okay, so she's kind of like, Julie, where are you? And it wasn't supposed to come across so desperate or needy. I had to pull back. I had to snap out of it, or it would never stop. Because she just feels like, oh, she could just go on and on and on. But it's already been 13 minutes, Grandma. What are you even trying to say? You need to get back to your family. What about your nephew? You're very in this, whatever. We'll get to the reading. They just popped in. Grandma, Grandpa. Or whoever, okay? Fred, maybe? I don't know. And I'm getting, like, everything is crystal clear. Okay? So, you're thinking with a clear head. You're being, like, rational while also honoring your emotions. So you're using your wise mind because it's a combination of both. It's very cut and dry. Okay? So again, I don't know what these cards are about to say, but we're going past, present, future in this relationship. And your grandparents wanted to, like, comfort you through this process, I guess. Bottom of the deck, the Priestess. You already know. You already know. You already know. The High Priestess. The all-knowing. The wise. The confidant, alright? You already know that you could be talking to your grandma instead of yourself. Right? Here's the thing. Another reason that may have come up, I don't really remember the timing, but I feel like maybe your grandma passed away shortly, at least one of them, shortly before you met Rachel or got with Rachel. Because when you lived off 5 Mile at that light in Redford, I don't remember exactly, Denver Street or whatever it was. Denby? Okay. I thought that was your grandma's house because I got all that shit out of the basement. So I thought maybe, oh, my head is going crazy. I thought maybe your grandma lived there and you took the house when she passed. Or maybe you were renting it from your grandma. I don't remember what the situation there was. The reason that I'm bringing that up is because that was the first thing that happened. Was those messages came through very strongly, and I'm glad I didn't wait to do this reading because I was not expecting that, and I don't think you were expecting that. But the first card to come up and talking about the past of the relationship, so essentially the beginning of the relationship, right? I was like in a groove, and then I kind of had I got ahead of myself, and then I fell off. You were sad. Three of Swords, sorrow. You were sad, straight up, when you met. You maybe weren't fresh out of a relationship, but you weren't doing great. I mean, I remember you getting into drag and having a lot of fun, and, you know, we hung out, and we had good talks, we did tarot. You were pretty good on your own. I don't think you had roommates, anything like that. But you were sad. Okay? You were getting your life together, because the Three of Swords is not the most terrible thing. It's not like a Ten of Swords where everything's falling apart. It's a Three of Swords where it's like, shit's not super fucked up, I'm just upset. Or something that just happened was sad. Okay? So now I'm wondering, like, the loss of someone important to you, such as a grandparent, could be what this sadness was. Whether you thought of it as a rebound or not, doesn't mean that it didn't happen out of not necessarily a dark place. Because again, what I remember was you getting your shit together, meeting the love of your life, getting the family, getting clean, kind of. Not like clean, you weren't using or anything, but you were partying at one point in your life. You kind of were slowing down on that. You know, so I remember it I don't remember the sorrow. I don't remember you being sad at the time. Okay? But in a way, you could have also been sad when you embarked in this relationship, because you knew it meant that you were going to give things up and you were going to have a different life, and you were sad to let go of what you had. Could go either way. Okay. We have this Three of Cups on its side, and it's abundance. So it can either go upright or it can go upside down. If it's upright, that's great. Things are flowing to you. You're abundant. You are manifesting easily. You are living richly in spirit and otherwise. In reverse, big blockages, big halts, big complications, etc. Okay, you know. So on its side, it can go either way. You know, right? This was all back in the day, though. We had oh shit, death. Okay, so again, could be triggered by someone passing, if I recall. I don't know if my timeline is right on that. But guess what else this is? It's Scorpio. Yeah, the death card is Scorpio. There's a lot I've learned since I last read your cards, I think. But each zodiac sign has an associated tarot card. And death is Scorpio, just like the Hierophant is Taurus. So, first card of this reading, other than these, is Scorpio. So yeah, totally a love reading. Totally all about her. Nine of Wands, strength. So here's the thing. You were sad, but you came across this Scorpio. And you had to put on a show that you were doing great, in a way, right? You're maybe trying to impress. A little feather trick. I'm trying to get comfortable in this seat. I usually sit on a cushion, but I've been, like, not doing it. My boots are squeaking. I put my boots on to make me feel like I'm going to work. You had to be strong. The thing with the Nine of Wands being strength is it's emotional strength, But it's also like there is resistance when there is strength. And it's also like possibly a weak point in the other person. Like you were sad and yet you had to step up and take care of them, basically. What's face down? I mean, it could have gone either way at the time. It could be very fruitful, very good for you, or it could be very draining. And out the gate, even though you were not in a happy place, you still had to be the rock. Okay? Earth sign's always going to be the rock. And, yeah, so is it abundant or is it draining? What's this card in reverse? Prudence. Prudence upright is, dear Prudence, won't you come out to play? Right? Staying true to the self. Reaping what you've sown. Watching your flowers grow. Okay, but it's also, okay, I feel a need to mention this because you may have noticed. I don't know if you remember, my tarot deck that I got back in the day was short cards. I gave some of them away before I started reading. So most decks, tarot typically has 78 cards. I was working with 68 cards, I believe. But I bought the deck last year. I never thought to do it or never felt like I needed to make the investment to do it. I'm almost like keep losing my train of thought. I don't know if I'm just really tired or if there's like more messages, but I'm trying to focus here. It just keeps hitting me like it's nuts. I get in the groove and it's good, and then it's like this crazy heavy feeling, and it's like, what do you all want? Yes, there's much to catch up on. We're just focused on the love reading. Anyways, I used to have 68 cards. I rebought the deck. You've never gotten these before. I have not read your cards since I bought the deck. These are 2 cards that used to be missing from the deck. So if you were like, damn, I never seen that one, I never heard that one, I don't remember that one, it's because they didn't exist. Yeah. Very cool. Except not cool because you don't really have them and they're really good cards. In reverse. You didn't stay true to yourself. You chose the other person. You chose to be strong when you were sad. Staying true to yourself would have been honoring your feelings at the time and accepting that you were grieving and that maybe you were not meant to be this rock, but in the end, you did not choose yourself, even back then. All right? Underneath the priestess is the universe, I'd like to point out. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, so bottom of the deck. For this reading, you know that this origin story was not great. Even though it wasn't an emotional relationship rebound, doesn't mean that it wasn't there to fix your problems. Just saying, you know that. You remember what happened. You know, like whatever I was saying, you totally were like already definitely aware of that. Present. The universe at the bottom of the deck. It all works out. Remember the very first thing I said? Judah will be okay no matter what. Okay, so I'm allowed to be real as fuck, Grandma says, basically. It's all gonna work out. Something. Everything. Right? It'll work out. So, up top we have the Hanged Man. You're very dedicated. You're very loyal. You're willing to sacrifice yourself again. Again. The Hanged Man is hung by the foot because he chooses to be there. And the thing is, he is a martyr. He's giving up his own life for the situation. His weight needs to be there so that everyone can leave before the floodgate opens. He's sacrificing himself, the martyr. That's exactly what we were talking about here. Not choosing yourself. Trying to be strong when you weren't feeling strong. And you knew it, and yet here you are, dedicated, willing to give yourself up to the cause. Again. Still. Even, right? The Sun, you are happy. You are happy. You were loving life. You were totally satisfied. You are still, like, I absolutely holding on to this. Absolutely want to keep doing this, you know. 6 of discs, success. Okay. I don't even know what to say, you know. Success. You're happy, you're successful, making money, stable, seated at the table, right? Dedicated, but it's working out for you. Face down cards, what are these? We have the 9 of Cups on its side. Same with the Abundance, 3 of Cups on its side, and now 9 of Cups on its side. So you weren't super invested before, but you weren't really sure how it would pan out, and now you're even more invested, more cups involved, and you're still not sure. Still not sure. Am I happy? Like, yeah, I mean, I see my future is bright. Future's so bright, gotta wear shades. I feel successful, feel confident. Why am I not happy? What is this indecision? You know? 4 Swords Truce. You just want to come to an agreement. You just want to figure it out. I think at this point you almost don't even care either way that it works out. But 6 of Wands, victory. It's going to work out in your favor. Either you're going to get the girl or you're going to get yours. You're going to keep the house or you're going to take the dogs. You're going to drive away and not pick nobody up. You know? You want that, but I mean, it works out for you no matter what. That's how I feel. Like that's the energy. You are the one who doesn't care. You are the one who will go unaffected. You are the one who will save money, who will have free time, who will be independent, who will be free of most responsibilities that you currently have. Lots off your chest. I mean, lots. When you stop being so dedicated, you know, it's like count those blessings too. So she's lucky that you're willing to give yourself up because it works out for you no matter what. No need to stress. Just chill. Just play it cool. Don't matter. Who cares what happens? It really doesn't matter. Future. We have 2 cards here. Okay? So we're going to just say. Which also, I did notice earlier, Ace, Major Arcana Ace. Okay, so 1 and 1, 11, 11, make a wish. In between them, the Hanged Man. Okay. Ace of Wands, feeling emotional fulfillment, getting your way, in a sense. And then also 5 of Discs, worry. Financially being unstable. Always being paranoid of it happening again, maybe. Oh, I'm getting that tired, heavy feeling. I feel like this is where it maybe gets hard or confusing, or it's just more of a possibility, or maybe result. Getting that fucking feeling in my stomach again. I gotta take a second, hold on. Okay, I paused and tried to like really make my words clear for these cards because I saw them and I thought it was a bit confusing. I wasn't really sure which direction to take the reading. So I paused and I heard, Judah, you're a man now, but it turned into, baby, you're a rich man. Baby, you're a rich man. That's the second Beatles reference I made, and I don't remember if you like the Beatles, but I sure as fuck never did. A long story, started talking to John Lennon, and it was wild, but I'm used to it. Trying to embrace my heritage. So, what I'm getting here is like, it's a win-win for you in the present, because either you'll be emotionally fulfilled or you'll be financially free. Okay? Period. Let's say you go with your emotions and you're like, I really feel for this girl, I'm really in love, like, I want to stick this out. Okay, let's just say it works out. It's never really going to be where you want it to be. Okay, like, it's not that it isn't stable, because technically fives being in the middle are pretty stable, but the bottom of the deck now is the Five of Wands, which is strife. So emotional flatlining, financial plateau in the future. It's not like the situation physically gets any better, and then emotionally it stays about the same. Whatevs. What are these? We've got Two of Cups. Love. Definitely love there. You can definitely do it for love. Right? You might be like, the feelings I have mean more to me than money ever would. Yes, there is love in your future. Possibly even love with this person, right? Prince of Discs. If Evan's an earth sign, for sure. If this is you getting the chance to start a new career, make a new investment, for sure. Maybe another child. That seems hard to believe. Three of Wands, virtue. Staying true to the self. Very similar to the Eight of Discs, prudence. They both kind of represent staying true to yourself. Maybe this is even you. Like, yeah, you're in love, but maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say you're meant to transition. I feel like you're hardcore lesbian. It's not really like that, but maybe it is about getting in touch with your masculine side, because, like, getting back into drag even, because that's who you really are. So if you do choose this route and you do choose love, you still need to choose yourself, especially because you are the earth sign, and you technically, earth is, well, earth and water are both feminine signs, but you are more of the masculine divinity, okay, than feminine, right? Which is not to take your womanhood at all, but I'm just saying, you, for sure. And staying true to you and allowing yourself to do those things, and making space for yourself in your own home, making space in your life, putting yourself into the family schedule. What you want to do when you need time, right? Princess of Discs. Okay, so another investment, or possibly her getting her money together. Accepting what she needs to do, putting in the work. Nine of Discs, gain. Look at that. Prince of Discs and Princess of Discs sandwiched. Maybe it's you being the feminine and the masculine, right? Staying true to yourself on both ends. Maybe you're wanting to, again, like getting back into drag and starting a new career and staying true to what you want, and doing what you feel, even if you do hold on to this love, right? That is what your future holds. If you really want this sort of passion and insecurity, then by all means do it. But if you want this Nine of Discs and you want to gain anything from the relationship instead of just give in the relationship, you have to stay true to yourself, especially both sides of you. Okay, and then the last three, big reveal. Two of Wands. Two of Wands, dominion, relationships, domestication. Princess of Swords. A little conflict, maybe some pattiness. She's kind of trying, but maybe misguided efforts. And Six of Cups, pleasure. I'm tired. I had 2, 3, 4 on the clock. I had another reading to do. I don't know that I'm going to make it tonight. I'm cracking up right now. This is why I'm like, I'm tired, because I joke. This came out in one of the readings earlier. Six of Cups being pleasure. Okay, so it's cups, water, wet, whole. But look at it, man. It just reminds me of like a whole womb and everything. So I just think of this as yonic pleasure. Feminine pleasure, females. Very, very lesbonic. I don't know, man. It's like pleasure and pain. It's like if you're going to be in this relationship, you have to accept that you're going to fight sometimes, and that y'all might just enjoy the drama. This feels like your first big fight. But if you're talking 50 years with someone, yeah, this shit'll happen. It'll happen. You know? It'll happen. It's gonna feel like this. It's gonna be questionable. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tiring. I'm looking at him like this. Come on. It's just gonna be like that sometimes, you know? So you have to decide. And I think you kind of know, right? And I think ultimately it's up to her. Because, again, you're good either way. Alright? Don't let anybody get you twisted. What's this? Did we ever look at these? I don't remember what these were for. Final. Five of Cups, disappointment. Okay, let's say this is if you stay together and this is if you don't stay together. Five of Cups, disappointment. Y'all waste your time for sure. Knight of Discs. Again, start making money. You get to go back to being a king. You can fucking bachelor it up if you want to. Bringing home a bacon. You don't got to spend shit on no fucking kids. God bless them. God love them. But ballin', okay? So, yeah, that sucks, but okay. Queen of Wands. Maybe a fire sign woman. Someone who is emotionally more fulfilling. The Emperor in Aries, but also seems really random. And then the Ten of Swords, ruin. Let's put it this way. Water signs might be difficult. Fire signs are impossible. Okay, I'm Illuminati with sex. Good night. No, it felt like that was like a good stand-up bit. But, yeah, no, if you don't stay together, avoid fire signs. Okay, you might be a little turned off from water signs for a while, but, oh boy, it ain't gonna be a fire sign. That is for sure. Because, oops, where did he go? You got the Emperor, and, I mean, we're talking about relationships. We're not talking about your dad. Bro, I'm fucking tripping right now. You can watch the tape. I have 4 cards. 5 cards. And this is a separate pile. This might be in the way. I'm freaking out though, because I set these down, and when I picked them up, I was missing the one I was looking for, the Emperor. How the fuck did it manage to get here in the middle of all these cards? Did I mix the piles? Because I felt like I set them down one by one. That grandfather of yours may have been in Aries. I don't know. Very strange. But yeah, I don't see it working out with a fire sign. So yeah, I got jokes. Okay, that's gonna be it, dude. 40 minutes later. I hope that helped clear things up for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that, everything works out, even though we know it will. Alright, love you. Good night.